Okay, so let's go through a quick scenario.
Yeah.
Someone comes into you, you look at their credit report, there's quite a bit of debt on there. They probably can't pay off what they have. What do you recommend that they have a plan? What does their plan look like?
So the first thing I want to do is establish where they are trying to purchase.
Okay.
What city?
Okay.
Where do they want that comfortable monthly payment? Because I want to give them an estimate, a worksheet, so they can see what those numbers really look like.
Okay.
Because we want to be realistic, right? If we're looking at a monthly payment and then we have this much income, this much payment, and this much debt, can we afford to even move forward?
Okay.
How long is it going to take to pay off that debt? Should they possibly talk to someone like you, right, to help them look at what are their options in this case? Because if they're so underwater with the debt, they might not be able to purchase for years without having help.
Okay. So then they turn around and they come to me to talk about their debt strategy. Basically, what I do all day is debt strategy.
Right.
And so we look at that, and I agree. I'm like, there's going to take them years to dig out of this. They may not be able to dig out, and we decide to go into a bankruptcy situation. Do you think that that's probably a shorter timeline for them? If they do a bankruptcy, they do a Chapter 7. What's scenario?
It depends on the person.
Okay.
So I met with a family not too long ago, and that was exactly the case.
Okay.
The debt was just burying them.
Okay.
It was drowning this poor family. And so I want them to have a debt strategy session, right, to figure out what are their options with that.
Okay.
How can they come and get out of this with the limited income that they had, because Dad also had disability income.
Okay.
So how do we then do that?
Yeah.
But then successfully move forward buying a home, and it's only 2 years down the line.
Right. So it goes from a 5 to 7 year trying to repay it.
Right.
To a 2-year wait in order to get it. And in the meantime, they can save money towards a down payment, get their credit rebuilt, and that kind of thing.
And that's where the debt strategy comes in. You would be applying this much towards debt, but you're also saving at the same time because they've put a plan in place.
Yeah. No, I think and honestly, that's one of my ideal situations as someone comes in and we're able to do a long-term plan and say, okay, you want to buy a house in 2 to 3 years. You have to start now.
Right.
People, they come in 2 or 3 years too late sometimes, and it's really frustrating. You're like, we could have done so much in the meantime. So I think it goes back to our planning goals that we have. So
yeah, and then continuing that follow up, right? They might meet with me initially, but then I check in 6 months later, and maybe they haven't really started on that path yet. So it's just kind of reminding them, also keeping up to date, reminding them, hey, how's it going?
Right.
What are you working on?
And sometimes it's a little bit of accountability too. People are hesitant or they're scared to do things. And so having a support system of someone checking in with them is helpful.
Yeah, they think it's never going to get better.
Right.
It is going to get better. If we just follow these steps, it'll get better. Promise.
Yeah, I have a lot of clients who actually filed Chapter 7 in 2012, 13, 14.
Right.
And then some of them were rebuilt right away and were able to do the 2-year wait. And some of them waited and didn't do the planning. And so then we're now trying to rejuvenate the credit, basically. So, yeah, interesting.